Hello students, how are you? This is our fourth lecture of equilibrium. In equilibrium, in first lecture we discuss about all theory part, reactions, free body diagram, each and everything, right? Then in second and third lecture we solved problems based on equilibrium of beams. Now in this lecture and next lecture we'll solve problems on various bodies, equilibrium of bodies, maybe single body, maybe two bodies, there may be three bodies. Okay, so we'll start now this problem. What is given? One rectangular plate is given where AB length is 4 meter, but horizontal dimension of plate is not given. How many forces are acting? 1, 2, 3 and 4 forces. But magnitude of this force is not given, angle alpha is not given, okay, and horizontal dimension is not given. What is given in problem? See here, forces act on a plate ABCD as shown in figure. These are the forces acting. Given that plate is in equilibrium. Plate is in equilibrium. Now whenever any body remains in equilibrium, it has to satisfy conditions of equilibrium. So what are the conditions of equilibrium? Summation of fx equal to 0, summation of fy equal to 0 and summation of moments equal to 0. When plate is in equilibrium, then find this force F, its inclination with horizontal alpha and this distance AD. That means number of unknowns are 3 and all 3 unknowns you have to find out. So first if we try for summation of fx and fy, right, this distance AD will not come in picture. That means to find out distance AD, you have to apply what? Moment equation. Okay. Now moment equation, so what is important? Moment center. Which point will consider or select as a moment center? See here, force F is unknown, angle alpha is unknown. If I'll select this point as a moment center, moment of force F becomes 0. That means now moment of all known forces will get, and in that one unknown part is what? Distance AD. If we take moment about point D equal to 0, and one by one if we try, moment of 26 Newton about point D is what? What is the direction of moment? CD say vertical, we are taking moment at D, apply force in this direction. How this pen will rotate? Clockwise. That is moment of 26 clockwise. 26 into what? CD. Clockwise moment. Moment of this 12 Newton about point D is what? Anti-clockwise. Force vertical, perpendicular, distance horizontal. But distance AD unknown. And moment of 21 Newton about D is what? 0. That means we will get only two terms in moment equation. And applying this equation, unknown is only distance AD, therefore easily you can find out distance AD. That means first equation what I will apply here is sum of moments. Is visible? Yes, sum of moments about point. Which point? This point D is what? 0. Taking anti-clockwise moments positive. Okay. Moment of 26 clockwise minus 26 into vertical distance. How much? 4. Next, moment of 12 Newton about point D anti-clockwise plus 12 into what? Distance AD equal to what? 0. Easily distance AD possible. Therefore, AD equal to. Chalo, calculate. What is the answer? 26 into 4 divided by 12, that means in denominator what will get? 4 and this 12 means 3. 26 upon 3 means slightly less than 9. 8 point something. So what is the distance? 8.666 means you can say 8.67 meters. This is our first answer. AD. Plate is in equilibrium, therefore you can apply here conditions of equilibrium. What you are getting? Distance AD you are getting. Now force F and alpha, these two unknowns if you want to find out. If you apply equation along x-axis, what is possible? Minus F cos alpha. Other are what? Known terms, that means F cos alpha is possible. Summation of Fy equal to 0, if you apply, what will get? F sin alpha and this 12, that means this one is unknown. That means applying these two equations, we'll get f cos alpha and f sin alpha. We'll take a ratio so that force F gets cancelled. We'll get angle alpha and easily we'll get what? Force F. Chalo. Now what will apply? Equation along x-axis. Summation of fx equal to 0. Component of force F leftward minus f cos alpha. Hai na? Component where will get? Horizontal leftward. Then horizontal force 26 rightward. Yes. Plus 26. Next horizontal force 21 leftward minus 21 equal to what? 0. 26 minus 21 how much? 5. And if we take on right side minus, this is minus, that means what will get? F cos alpha equal to what? This one is 5. Say equation number 1. Correct. Finding f cos alpha is very easy. Minus f cos alpha plus 26 minus 21 equal to 0. Next, summation of fy equal to 0, assuming what? Vertically upward force is positive. Component of f in vertically upward direction, angle is with horizontal, the vertical component sine plus f sin alpha plus f sin alpha, f sin alpha. Next vertical force, only one vertical force, minus 12 equal to what? 0. That means what will get here? F sin alpha equal to what? This one is at 12, right? Now possible to find out this one, f and alpha? Yes. What will do? Equation 2 divided by equation 1, if we'll take 2 divided by 1, f sin alpha divided by f cos alpha equal to what? Sin alpha is what? 12 divided by what? 5. That means what will get? Tan alpha is 2 point what? 2 by 5 means 20 by 5 means 2.4. Take tan inverse, what will get? Angle alpha. What is answer? If you calculate, this one comes out to be 67.38. This is 67.38. This one is your second answer. Now to find out angle, to find out force F, angle alpha you calculated. You substitute this alpha in any one equation. Say in equation number 1, what will get here? F, then cos of what? Alpha means 67.38 equal to what? 5. That means F is equal to 5 upon cos of 67.38. That means this one answer comes out to be what? Calculate using calculator. I already calculated this one. This one comes out to be what? 13 Newton. This answer. That means simple problem. But important is what? This is given. Right? Plate is in equilibrium. Now we'll discuss Lami's theorem first one. And then we'll solve other problems, remaining problems. Okay? Here Lami's theorem is valid only when body is in equilibrium and subjected to 3 forces only. That means the condition is very important. Otherwise, you will apply Lami's theorem anywhere, then it is not allowed. Okay. So first condition is what? Body must be in equilibrium. Next condition, number of forces must be 3 only, not less than 3, not greater than 3. So Lami's theorem, what is important? Lami's theorem. In Lami's theorem, I will represent here first one some forces. Okay, say this one is one body, one point, one force is acting like this, one force say acting in this direction, and one third force is something like this, right? Say this is what? F1, this force is what? F2, and this force is what? F3. All forces are acting at some point. This is a concurrent force system basically, right? When such 3 forces acts on any body and body remains in equilibrium, then these forces, means all 3 forces, are directly proportional to the sine of the angle between remaining 2 forces. Remaining 2 forces means F1 is directly proportional to sine of the angle between F2 and F3, that means this angle. Say this angle if I'll say is what? Theta 1. F1 directly proportional to sine of theta 1. All these forces are directly proportional to sine of the angle between other two forces. F2 is directly proportional to sine of the angle between F1 and F3. Say this angle is theta 2. F2 directly proportional to sine of theta 2. And force F3 is directly proportional to sine of the angle between remaining two forces. This angle is say theta 3. F3 is directly proportional to sine of theta 3. Whenever any body remains in equilibrium under the action of three forces, then all these three forces are directly proportional to sine of the angle between remaining two forces. Clear? That means if you want to write one line for this Lami's theorem, what you should write? If any body remains in equilibrium, first condition, under the action of what? Three forces, under the action of three forces only, then what? These forces are directly proportional. To what? Directly proportional to the sine of the angle, between what? Between remaining two forces or other two forces, between remaining two forces. Clear? Any body remains in equilibrium under the action of three forces only, then these three forces are directly proportional to the sine of the angle between remaining two forces. That means for F1, if we see F1, angle between other two forces theta 1, F1 directly proportional to sine of theta 1. Okay. F2 is directly proportional to sine of theta 2. F2 directly proportional to sine of theta 2. F3 directly proportional to sine of the angle between other two forces, means F3 directly proportional to sine of theta 3. Right. Now, if we'll write here F1 equal to, we'll get some constant of proportionality. F1 equal to some constant into sine theta 1. F2 is again equal to some constant into sine theta 2. F3 is again equal to some constant into sine theta 3. That means that constant becomes what? F1 upon sine theta 1. Here constant is F2 upon sine theta 2, and here constant is what? F3 upon sine theta 3. That means you can say this F1 upon sine theta 1 ratio is equal to what? F2 upon sine theta 2. This is again equal to what? F3 upon sine theta 3. Now, body is in equilibrium, and if such three forces are given, solution is possible applying our equations along x and y axis also. Summation of fx equal to 0, summation of fy equal to 0. Problem is what? When these forces are inclined, F1, F2, F3, all three are inclined, and say one force is known, other two you have to find out. Summation of fx if you apply, you will get equation in terms of F1, F2 and F3. Summation of Fy equal to 0 if you use, again we will get equation in terms of F2 and F3. That means we will get two simultaneous equations. Solving this simultaneous equation, then solution is possible. Solution is possible applying equations of equilibrium. But using Lami's theorem, what happens? If one of the force is known, all angles are known, so simply substitute here angle, substitute this magnitude, direct answer of F2 and F3 is possible, or any two unknown forces, right? Easily is possible. That means this is the efficient method. In minimum time we will get what? Answer. Summation of fx, fy if you apply, then it becomes a little bit lengthy, right? Therefore, whenever any body remains in equilibrium under the action of three forces and some unknowns, if you want to find out, say two unknowns, one of the force is known, then we will apply what? Lami's theorem. Solving problem becomes easy. Okay. Now we will solve some problems based on Lami's theorem. Okay. Now we will solve second problem where solution is possible using Lami's theorem. See what is given. At point A, there is one horizontal cord, or you can say cable. Here one mass is suspended, 30 kg mass is attached to this vertical string. Then AB is inclined at 60 degree. BC again horizontal cable or cord. BD is inclined and its slope is given, that is 3/4. First, inclination of all chords you must know, right? If 3/4 means slope is given, how will get this angle? You know how to find out such angle. Eh? Here, if I draw a horizontal line and say this is my favorite angle alpha. So this angle is nothing but what? Angle alpha. You know opposite is 3, adjacent is what? 4. That means you can say tan of this angle alpha. Tan of angle alpha is what? Opposite upon adjacent. Number of times you will get this tan inverse of 3/4. This angle comes out to be 36.869, means we will take 87. Okay. So this angle is known. What is given in problem? A 30 kg pipe is supported at A. This one is a 30 kg pipe by a system of 5 chords, 1, 2, 3, 4 and this vertical 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 chords. Determine forces in each chord for equilibrium. Now to find out forces in chord, basically you must know whenever any cord or cable is supported, it always carry which type of force? Cable, I suppose, subjected to what? Only tensile forces. It doesn't carry compressive forces. That means though it is given, determine forces in each chord, which type of forces? Tensile forces. And this one we have discussed in our theory lecture number 1. Whenever any body is supported by cable, how will get reaction? Along the axis of cable and away from body. Along the axis of cable and away from body. So here at A, there is one horizontal cable. One is inclined at an angle of 60 and here 30 kg mass. So we will draw free body diagram of this point A and we will draw free body diagram of B. If we draw free body diagram of B, so what is possible? ये आपका point B, right? First BC horizontal, I will represent simply horizontal line. BD inclined, right? You know this angle is what? 36.87. Inclined at 60 with horizontal, that means this is something like this. This angle is what? 60 degree. Below that one, this one is what? ये आपका point A. Same cable inclined at what angle? 60 degree. 60 degree with horizontal, correct? AE is what? Horizontal. And this is a cable. Now due to mass of this pipe, what is given? Pipe, है ना? Correct. हाँ. Weight of this block acts in downward direction. Due to weight, this cable is subjected to what? Tension. That means this tension what is developed is definitely equal to what? Weight of this body. Mass is given, weight is what? M into G. That means here in this cable what tension is developed is away from A, and I will write 30 into G, means mass into acceleration due to gravity. Now at A, this is a horizontal cable. We are drawing free body diagram of A. What force is developed is a tensile. How will represent tensile force? Away from body. That means away from point A will get what? Some tension. What should be name of tension? TAE. This is what? TAE. In this cable, you are drawing FBD of A. What will get tension? Away from the body. Name of cable is what? AB. So what will get here? T. What? AB. Correct. At B, the same cable is connected. That means here again we will get away from body, TAB. Whenever cable is given, we will get what? Force means tension away from body. BC is a horizontal cable. What will get here? Tension in cable BC, and this BD is inclined at an angle of alpha. Name of this tension is TBD. Now there are two free body diagrams. So how will get solution of problem? This is a concurrent force system. Yes. This is also concurrent force system. Yes. In this concurrent force system, unknowns are 2. In this free body diagram, unknowns are 3. Any concurrent force system cannot be solved for 3 unknowns, because for concurrent force system there are only 2 equations. Moment equation you can't apply. Means only 2 equation means what? Summation of fx equal to 0 and fy equal to 0. Unknowns are 3. Equations are 2. Here solution is not possible. But tension in cable AB, this is a common unknown in FBD of B and in FBD of A. From this free body diagram, is it possible to find out this TAB? Yes, because unknowns are only 2. One force is known. That means here applying Lami's theorem, because number of forces are 3. Applying Lami's theorem, TAB and TAE will find out. TAB will use here and will find out what? TBC and TBD. That means what you have to do? We'll apply Lami's theorem twice. Okay. First for A. For this A, joint A, we'll apply Lami's theorem. In Lami's theorem, what we have discussed, any force is directly proportional to sine of the angle between remaining 2 forces. That means TAB, this force if I take TAB, so divided by sine of which angle? Angle between other 2 forces. Which are other 2 forces? Horizontal and vertical means what angle? 90. Correct? Is this clear? TAB upon sine of this angle 90. TAE if we'll write this one equal to TAE upon sine of which angle? Angle between other 2. Other 2 means what here? TAB and 30G. What angle? A 90 degree plus what? 60. 90 plus 60 how much? 150. TAE is what? TAE upon sine of 150 equal to 30G. G means what? 9.81, right? Divided by sine of which angle? Angle between other 2 forces, means between 30G we have written, 30G upon sine of this angle. 180 minus 60 how much? 120. Now using calculator easily this TAB and TAE is possible. Correct? Chalo, if we calculate, what will get? TAB sin 90 to 1 hoga, that means 30 into 9.81 upon sine of 120. How much TAB you are getting? Already calculated. TAB comes out to be 339.83. 339.83 Newton. And TAE comes out to be 169.91. 169.91 Newton. Clear? Method clear? Yes? Simple. Any force you take divided by sine of angle between other 2 forces. Now TAB you know. BD and BC I will find out. We will apply here again Lami's theorem. That means for B, for this joint here where all these 3 chords are connected, AB is known. Chalo, TBC I will write first. TBC upon sine of which angle? Think over it. Sine of which angle? BC upon sine of angle between these 2 forces. 60 plus 36 है ना, तो 60 plus 96, 96.87, 96.87. Is this clear? Yes. TBC upon 60 plus 36. TBD if I'll write TBD upon sine. Sine of which angle? Between other 2 forces, to BD upon this one angle. This one comes out to be how much? So this is 60, total 180 na? Yes, minus 60. How much will get? 120 degrees equal to TAB, where TAB already you know. So I will write here TAB is what? 339.83 Newton divided by sine. Abhi sine of which angle? TAB upon sine of angle between other 2 forces. So this is what? 180 minus 36. That means 90 minus 36. So this one comes out of 53.13 plus 90 means 143.13. 143.13 degrees. Now you know what TAB is known. That means using calculator easily this TBC and TBD is possible. Calculate how much TBC you are getting. This one comes out to be 562.31. 562.31 Newton. And TBD comes out to be 490.5 Newton. 490.5 Newton. Method clear? Ekdam simple. Again, whenever you will apply Lami's theorem, what is important? Nature of all forces should be same. Means what? From point B, all three are away. From A, all are away. So in this case, nature is same. All are away. Or all may be towards this point. Then also okay. One is away, other one towards is not allowed. So in some problem, if we will get forces of different nature, some forces say two forces are away, one is towards, we will rearrange the forces so that nature of all forces must be same, maybe away or towards, and then we will apply Lami's theorem. Is this clear? Yes, all are written. Now we will solve next problem. This problem is from December 2008 exam from Mumbai University. What is given? There is one inclined plane is given, and this inclined plane is inclined at 45 and is a smooth inclined plane. This plane is what? Smooth inclined plane. This is a circular body, is given as a roller. One cable is connected to center of this roller and other end is connected to inclined plane, where angle between plane and this cable is what? 15 degree. What is asking problem? Find tension. Find this tension in this cable. Name of cable is what? AC. And reaction at contact surface, means reaction at D. Weight of roller is 1000. Now if we try to draw free body diagram, inclined plane, roller is resting. Whenever there is a smooth contact surface, what will get? Reaction. In which direction? Perpendicular to contact surface. That means here, if we draw a line which is perpendicular to contact surface at point D lies on circle, right? Circumference of circle. If we draw perpendicular at any point on the circle, that line of action has to pass through what? Center. That means here if I draw a line which represents a line of action of RD, so this one passes through center. If this angle is 90, that means this one is 90, 45. So what angle will get here? This angle is what? 45. That means line of action of RD is represented. Here, this plane is inclined at what angle? 45. Listen carefully. See here. Here if I draw horizontal line from A, so inclination of plane is how much with horizontal? 45. This angle is what? 45. That means what is inclination of tension with or inclination of cable with horizontal? Total 45. Cable is inclined at 15 degree with the plane. Plane is inclined at 45 with horizontal. That means 45 minus 15. What angle is possible here? 30. So I represented simply angle side. Now we will draw what? FBD of this roller. Now in free body diagram will not represent any support. Say this is the center of this roller C. This reaction what we are getting here is inclined at what angle? 45. Reaction always towards the body, at contact surfaces, smooth contact surface or frictionless, right? When we will represent reaction. So this is the reaction at this point RC. What is inclination with horizontal? 45. That means you can represent angle here. This is angle 45 degree. Correct. Tension in cable AC along the axis of cable and away from body. What is angle with horizontal? 30. That means we will represent what? Tension. In which cable? AC. What angle with horizontal? 30 degree. Cable is inclined at what angle? 30 degree angle. Clear, na? Total 45 minus 15. So how much? 30. Weight of roller 1000 Newton. Weight of any circular body passes through what? Its center. This is what? 1000 Newton. Now is it possible to apply Lami's theorem? Yes. Roller is in equilibrium. First condition satisfied. Number of forces acting are 3. That means we can apply Lami's theorem. Problem is what? 1000 Newton is towards body, TAC away from body, and RC is again towards body. That means nature of all forces are not same. What we'll do? We'll rearrange the forces. How will rearrange? Very easy. Listen here. First I will draw here one horizontal line, one vertical line, एक reference line. Start from this point of intersection and move in the direction of force. Weight in what direction? Downward. How will represent here? Start from this point and move in the direction of weight, 1000 Newton. This one downward, 1000 Newton. Clear? For each force, start from this point and move away from this point in the direction of force. Again, TAC from this point will start in which direction? In this quadrant. Incline at what angle? 30 degree. That means what we will get here? TAC incline at what angle? 30 degree. Correct. Again, RC. How will represent RC here? Start from this point, move in the direction of force. So if we will move in same direction, we will get this RC where? In first quadrant, and inclination with horizontal 45. This is what? R. This point is D. That means this reaction must be what? RD. Right? RD. What will get? RD. What is inclination with horizontal 45? That means now nature of all forces are same. Clear? Yes. Now 1000 Newton is known. TAC and RD you have to find out. That means you can apply what? Lami's theorem. TAC upon sine of which angle? Angle between other two forces. TAC upon sine of angle between RD and 1000. What is the angle here? 90 plus 45. That means what angle will get? 135 equal to RD upon sine of which angle? RD upon sine of this angle 90 plus 30. How much? 120 degree equal to, next term is what? Weight 1000 Newton divided by sine of 1000 Newton divided by this angle 180 minus 45 minus 30. 45 30 75. 180 minus 75 means how much? 105 degrees. All angles clear? Yes. Chalo, calculate fast TAC and RD. If we find out, we will get some TAC here and what will get here? RD. Easy, not difficult problem. TAC comes out to be 732.05. 732.05 Newton and RD comes out to be 896.57. 896.57 Newton. Clear? Yes. So in this lecture, now we'll stop here. We'll solve some more problems in next lecture. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.